Prior to the announcement of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, I was very nervous about the idea of Sinnoh remakes. For several years, I actually preferred that Diamond and Pearl remakes never be made. Pokemon Diamond was my first Pokemon game, and I have a myriad of memories tied to it. I often find myself replaying the 4th generation games the most, as there's a certain magic that I'm still able to experience when playing through those games today, especially with Diamond and Pearl and Platinum. I've been worried that remakes will never be able to replicate that same magic, as I've disliked the creative direction of modern Pokemon games. I'm not asking for, neither am I expecting an exact one-to-one remake of the originals, but I do have certain expectations for what content the games include or what changes are made. I'm already expecting to be somewhat disappointed though, as a quote on the official website for Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl describes the remakes as follows. Experience the nostalgia of Pokemon Diamond and Pokemon Pearl, an adventure reborn on Nintendo Switch systems. The original story has been faithfully reproduced, and these remakes include easy-to-understand, player-friendly conveniences of the modern Pokemon series, plus up-close and personal Pokemon battle scenes. It's extremely disappointing to read that Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl will include easy-to-understand, player-friendly conveniences of the modern Pokemon series, as this is exactly what I have feared about Diamond and Pearl remakes. I don't want to be handheld through the game, or new modern features to replace old ones, or for the difficulty curve of the originals to not be present. There are needed changes that I would like to see, such as addressing the issues with HMs, but there's no confirmation yet on how those will be handled. And while I found this quote about the remakes to be quite concerning, I do have some hope remaining, though, as I believe Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl have been produced with a very different creative direction than previous remakes. Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are the first main series Pokemon games being developed outside of Game Freak, with Ilka Inc. developing and Masuda co-directing. It makes sense for Masuda to co-direct these remakes as he was the original director of Diamond and Pearl. Time will tell how influential Masuda has been on these remakes, but what has been revealed thus far about the creative direction of these games only supports my belief that these remakes are meant to be enjoyed as a throwback to old Pokemon, with a purposeful choice to not inundate them with modern design choices. For example, one aspect about these games that I'm actually ecstatic about is that they have a similar style as the original 4th gen games, with a switch back to chibi characters and a top-down camera view. While I do have some minor grievances with the design of the chibi characters, I am excited about this sort of throwback to the classic Pokemon style and the original design style of Diamond and Pearl. And while there's only been a small amount of info released about these games so far, there was some intriguing information included in the most recent Pokemon Presents. In this Presents, it was confirmed that ranked battles will remain only on Sword and Shield, and not be connected to Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl. The reason for this separation is definitely intriguing, but I'm not 100% surprised by it. It could be possible that the art style or game engine for Brilliant Diamond or Shining Pearl is incompatible with Sword and Shield for some reason, but I believe there's a bigger reason for this separation. While it has not been officially confirmed if Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl and Sword and Shield are compatible specifically for casual battles, trades, and other Wi-Fi features, there could be a feature about Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl that would make the games incompatible with Sword and Shield. I believe that Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl will only include the first 493 Pokemon. In other words, the only Pokemon available up through the original Diamond and Pearl. And while my belief is only based on speculation, I actually am very supportive of this idea, and will be very disappointed if this is not the creative direction of these games. In all honesty, the main reason I want Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl to include only the first 493 Pokemon is so that I can personally experience the 4th generation competitive meta again. It's mostly nostalgia talking, I'm very aware of that, but I truly miss the days of classic Wi-Fi battles. Modern Pokemon has simply become too over the top. New Pokemon, held items, and battle gimmicks have become creations that serve mostly two purposes: to outdo the previous generation's craziest concepts and ideas, and to appeal to very casual players. It's time for a modern Pokemon game that can provide access to an older battle meta, and allow players to have an alternate metagame within the same generation. And why not do it with the remakes of the first games that brought us Wi-Fi battles? I know there's probably some critiques or complaints about Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl potentially only having the first 493 Pokemon. There might be people who say, why do we need to relive the experience of only having the first 4 generations of Pokemon? I want to bring in newer Pokemon in these games so I can walk around with them. And plus, having more Pokemon available allows for more options for battles. And, some people might also say the 4th generation meta is just too old and tired and outdated, and it's had its time to shine, and there's no need to bring it out of retirement. While these critiques are definitely fair, I really couldn't disagree anymore. In most circumstances, yes, it makes complete sense to include every Pokemon like Heart Gold and Soul Silver and Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire did. However, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl clearly have a different creative vision than previous remakes, as they are being treated as separate from Sword and Shield ranked battles. I believe Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl are intended for us to enjoy essentially as an HD version of Diamond and Pearl, with some updates and minor tweaks to differentiate them from the originals. Restricting the available Pokemon to the first 493 would be refreshing, competitively speaking, as there have been plenty of changes to the battle system since the 4th generation, and it would allow for a fresh new take on the 4th gen competitive meta. Here's some examples of what I'm talking about. The Fairy type being introduced, new items, moves, and abilities being introduced, changes to old moves, items, and abilities, changes to many Pokemon's available moves and movesets, status condition changes, such as paralysis with the speed penalty now being 50% instead of 25%, electric type Pokemon also being unable to be paralyzed, confusion, which has also been reduced from a 50-50 to a 66-33, with a 33% chance of taking damage from confusion. A multitude of Pokemon from generations 1 through 4 have received base stat changes since the 4th generation. Roserade, for example, got a boost to defense, and Staraptor got a boost to special defense. Team Preview, which was introduced in Generation 5, changed how people approached battles, as you could now see what Pokemon your opponent was bringing in. While this isn't a complete and comprehensive list of every change since Diamond and Pearl released, it does highlight most of the core changes to the battle system, and some of these changes are often forgotten about. The opportunity to experience the fun and enjoyment of a much simpler, yet wildly complex, nostalgia-fueled metagame is an opportunity that I want to be offered. Sometimes less is more, and only allowing the first 493 Pokemon could bring an exciting breath of fresh air into the Pokemon battle scene. It could ignite new passion and ideas in current Wi-Fi battlers, and perhaps inspire old Wi-Fi battlers to return and experience the 4th gen meta once again. Only time will tell.